Lights are out. Here we go. 10 laps around the Deuce Club Thunder Raceway.
Helsel going to take the lead in a dominating fashion down there in 1 and 2. Calderwood gets a little bit tied off 2. That's going to allow the 1 of Teague to sneak up to the rear bumper. We're clean with 1 lap here in the books. 13-second lap times there in hot laps. We are screaming around the speedway right now. Last time by 11.837. He's going to go even quicker this time by for Jake Helsel. 11.746 as we work further back in the field. Tuesday Calderwood running in the second position now by about 10 car lengths back. Then it's going to be Robert Teague, Troy Trahern, Rodney Hubin, Richard Wilby, and Willie Spann rounding out the field as we work lap number 10. Right now working the bottom
Side of the speedway on both ends. Helsel looking good there in that Bob Ring Jr. number 8. Cross flags halfway home here in this one.
Speed Mart Heat Race number 1.
5 laps to go. Got a good battle here shaping up for 4th. How about Hubin?
Put him in front of Trahern.
He's going to set his sights now over for Teague. Things happen quick here, ladies and gentlemen. Already 6 in the books. 4 laps to go in Speed Mart Heat Race number 1. Hubin wants more. He's now on the back bumper of that number 1A of Robert Teague. Teague trying to work in the top side in 3 and 4. Gets way up tight with the wall. Hubin still trying to work the bottom side. Meanwhile, up front, we're going to come across 2 laps to go this time by, but Helsel has a little bit of company. He's got to work lap traffic. That's the 80 of Willie Spann. He's going to move to the top side, allow Helsel to work his way by. Now Calderwood has her eyes set on it. White flag in the air this time by for Helsel. Screaming around the speedway. 12.316 last time by, and he's gonna do it. Your heat race number 1 winner is Jake Helsel in that number 8.
Almost made it for the 3rd position. Watch out, Hubin, getting a little excited there at the bottom side of 3 that last time by. Almost made it around Robert Teague for 3rd, but again, driving the Crawford's Auto Repair, JH Racing AME Electrical number 8 from Santan Valley, Arizona. Speed Mart Heat Race number 1 winner, Jake Helsel. Here we go, race fans. 6 drivers, 10 laps the distance here in Speed Mart Heat Race number 2. 14-year-old point leader Ryder McCutcheon on the pole to his outside. 10-time champion in wing sprint car racing. The real deal, Rick Zeal. 10 laps to decide it. Here we go at the start line. Green flag's out. Oh, watch out. Big time contact in a 2-3 up and over hard. We'll go red flag on the speedway.
So still waiting on confirmation on all 3 of those drivers, the 3 involved. The 13 of Elijah Guile, the 42 of Caleb Seiss, and the 20Z of Rick Zeal. Just got word over the 2-way communication up here in the tower. All drivers are okay. Very scary moment here down the front straightaway as we tried to open up this Speed Mart Heat Race number 2. Front row kind of got a little bit bobbled up. Unfortunately, stuck it 3 wide, and cars just started going everywhere. Rick Zeal getting upside down. The 42 of Caleb Seiss getting upside down. And, of course, 13 Elijah Guile going for one heck of a ride up against the concrete barrier and fence down there in turn 1. All 3 drivers, again, are okay, but significant damage on all 3 of those chassis. Let's try this one more time here at Speed Mart Heat Race number 2. Baker going to take the point there
on the outside, down the back straightaway. Really good run, working the momentum through 3 and 4. Going to drop down now, yank of the wheel to the left, right in front of the 5 of McCutcheon. McCutcheon going to have to settle for the second, but he's got a lot of pressure from that Wofford Racing Engines number 7 entry of Lauren Wofford. Throw them under a blanket right now. First, second, third, all tight together, thinking that they have a great opportunity to capture a heat race win here for Speed Mart Heat Race number 2. Baker out front at the moment. 11.897 seconds lapse time by for lap number 3 for Grants, New Mexico's Jesse Baker. Cross flags in the air, 4 laps down, 4 to go this time by. McCutcheon trying to peak a little bit of air on the low side of Baker through 1 and 2. Not able to match that in 3 and 4, though. Baker very strong in that Mesilla Valley Transportation number 22 over on the west end of the speedway. He's going to go and match that again. Very nice line for that driver. 2 laps to go. Popsicle stick in the air. All 3 cars under 1 second. White flag in the air this time by for Jesse Baker out of Grants, New Mexico. He'll work down the back straightaway one final time, growing his lead now to 3 seconds. Out of turn number 4. Baker's going to win this one in Speed Mart Heat Race number 2. Second's going to be Ryder McCutcheon, Lauren Wofford third. And the official finishing order for this one, as soon as they cross the scales, is going to be Rick Zeal, Elijah Guile, and Caleb Seiss rounding out this one. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen. Driving the MVT, soldfast.com, Budlong Racing Engines, number 22, Jesse Baker. We'll turn our attention back over to the speedway, though, now as lights are out. So that means next time they hit that J.B. Henderson construction start zone, we'll get green flag in the air for 10 laps. Again, Wes Wofford, Vance Wofford, brothers on the front row. Let's see how this one goes. Green flags in the air. We're racing here at Deuce Clubs. Wes going to take the early advantage, but we're going to call that one back. Yellow flag in the air. Lights illuminate the speedway. Starter Brett Roop's not liking that one. The rule here for the 360 Wing Desert Series is that the front row must stay side by side all the way to the chalk line. They do not like it when you play games. Still, brothers, you'd think they'd play along well. Anything but. We're green again. How about Aiden Saunders? He's going to move the ProTech Fire number 8 up into the second position down the back straightaway as they come around 3 and 4 to complete lap number 1. But Wes Wofford in the Mike Stringfield USA 1 USA Performance Race Engines entry, he's going to now pull away by 3 car lengths as they work through 3 and 4. Through the field, Aiden Saunders still trying to work his way over to the back bumper of Wofford. Behind him, Vance Wofford currently running third. Ledbetter fourth, and fifth is that 619 of Claudia Segala out of Casablanca. I believe that may be our only 305 entry tonight besides Willie Spann, so very tough for those cars to keep up here when the track is so juiced up like it is right now. So tip of the cap to both her and Willie Spann for just coming out and supporting. We saw Ledbetter just a lap ago get way up high at the top side of turn 2. He kept it out of the wall, but he's going to continue to ride there in the 4th position. Cross flags that time by 5 down, 5 to go for your leader out of Alamogordo, New Mexico, Mr. Wes Wofford. The battle is now heating up for the lead. That ProTech Fire number 8A, Aiden Saunders, trying to do a little bit different line through 1 and 2 than Wofford did last time by. Not quite as well on the back straightaway as far as momentum goes, but you got to try something different when you're full throttle all the way around a quarter-mile track like it is. They may just catch the back end of this lap traffic here as the white flag flies, this time by for Wes Wofford in the USA 1. 8A Saunders trying to do something else again that time by. Not going to be quite enough. last time through 3 and 4. Here he comes out of Alamogordo, New Mexico. Your Speed Mart Heat Race number 3 winner is Wes Wofford. Please rise to your feet, shine your phones. You're about to see 19 of the best of the Southwest. This is your 360 Wing Desert Series. Front row has to say side by side all the way over to the chalk line over there in turn 4, the J.B. Henderson Construction Start Zone. Jesse Baker and Robert T. bringing them to green here for 25 laps. Round 5 is green here at Sholo. Baker going to be under fire early by Teague. Teague, remember, that's a 305 under the hood of that car. He's going to take a slide job right to the front. And watch out, we got big-time contact now. 3, 4 cars deeper in the field. That's the 4, Tuesday Calderwood. 11 is Rodney Hubin. The 7, Lauren Wofford. We just talked about him. Wofford is your 2022 360 Wing Desert Series champion. He's going to pull it down in the hot pit area. Tuesday Calderwood around over there in 4, along with Hubin in the Red Horse Performance 11 entry. One to go signal waves, this time from the flagman. Popsicle stick in the air, signifying 1 lap to go until they see green flag conditions once again. Again, got to be side by side all the way until they hit that start line over there in turn 4. Looks like we already lost our flag. Man, I really thought we were going to be able to at least keep our flag through a whole night, but flag down already. But you can still see that chalk line. Got to be side by side all the way to there. Jesse Baker and Robert Teague, your front row. Waiting late in the box there. Baker going to get the jump this time by, and he's going to bring Aiden Saunders with him. Saunders going to go down all the way to the tractor tires, slide up to the top side of the speedway. That's going to allow Baker to pull away now by 2 car lengths as they work their way into 3 and 4. A lot of cars, I think, a lot freer than they were hoping to be here in this feature. Robert Teague, he's trying to work his way to the bottom. Keep in mind, that is a 305 under the hood of that car. Oh, watch out. We almost had one in the wall. That was Robert Hubin in the 11 down the back straightaway. He's going to make the pass around Teague, move Hubin up to the 5th position. Meanwhile, battle is really heating up for the 3rd position. That's the USA 1. Watch out, we got one around in turn 2. Claudia Segala, she's going to keep it going, though. Still green here in lap number 3. Up front, Jesse Baker continues to take the lead as he comes around to complete lap number 4. Aiden Saunders, he's second, back now by about 3 car lengths. That equals 1.178 seconds on the watch. And oh no, your leader, smoking. We saw a little bit of that in the heat race earlier. Didn't think too much of it, but is this a motor issue for the Mesilla Valley Transportation 22? Our eyes are going to have to stay on that as we work through lap traffic. First one he's going to see is Claudia Scala. Scala's going to fall right in his lap, taking up every lane, it seems like, as he's trying to work his way, and that didn't look good. I think the 22's losing some power. Aiden Saunders, he's going to try to take advantage of it. He's going to pull right to the rear bumper. Baker still trying to work around Segala to put her 1 lap down. Next car in front of them is going to be another 305. That's Willie Spann in the 80 as we work lap number 7 here. Keep your eye on the headers of that number 22, Jesse Baker. Also important to note, the only driver I saw with the American Racer right rear as we started this main event. Baker started from the pole, and he's under heavy fire now from a driver who finally found victory lane a couple weeks ago at the Votto Speedway Park, and he's hungry for more heavy lap traffic for these front 2 runners. Baker can't decide which way he's going to go, and Aiden Saunders, he had to park it right on the rear bumper. He's going to move down to the bottom, still trying to get around the cars. The next one in line is going to be the 11K of Congleton. Quarter-mile racetrack, very difficult to make a line work. And here comes slide job. Move Aiden Saunders to lead momentarily. Crossover for Baker. Baker's going to take it back. That one won't even count for Saunders. Saunders is going to have to regroup on this one and try again as they work down the back straightaway. Baker really struggling down there to get his car to turn in 3. That's the 76 TH. They put him a lap down now. That's Richard Wilby. The next one's going to be Tuesday Calderwood, one of our redraw drivers. She's going to go a lap down as she tries to roll the bottom. Halfway home now for Baker in this one. And the next two cars going to be very difficult to pass. We got one around turn 4. That's Rodney Hubin in the Red Horse Performance. Number 11. Caution flag waves here on lap 13 out of 25 in this main event. So there we go. Choose cone was out. Baker going to go to the top side. First one down to the bottom is going to be the real deal Rick Zeal getting his car back out there after a very difficult night already. Upside down big time in turn 1 in heat race action. Saunders one on the top side too. He's going to go head to head with Baker for this one. Lights are out, and this time it's going to be Jesse Baker. He's going to pick up the throttle way early, kind of surprise the rest of the field. He's going to pull away now by 4 car lengths into turn 1. That's going to jumble the rest of them up. We're 3 wide deeper in the field. Best battle on track. How about Jake Helsel? Looking like his night was over. He's up in the 4th position. He's looking to grab 3rd from the real deal of Rick Zeal. Troy Treharn, a great run for the champion, heating air conditioning number 7X. On the top side of 1 and 2. Bouncing it off the wall. And caution flag waves once again. That is the 2nd spin for Rodney Hubin. Here we go. Choose cone out this time. We're going to see Jesse Baker, your leader. He's going to take the outside along with Aiden Saunders. Going to be 2 inside rows for the next ones. That's Rick Zeal and Jake Helsel riding in the 4th position. 7, Troy Treharn. Good run for him. I talked to him earlier in the pit area, and he was a little iffy on tonight. Still trying to get a hang of this wing racing, but very fast here in non-wing competition. And tip of the cap for the Halburn Struck Equipment number 42. That's Caleb Seiss. He's going to restart with a very impatient Wes Wofford over there in the USA 1, but nonetheless, green flag is out. Rick Zeal, he's going to slide around him for the 3rd position. Car in the wall again. That is Troy Treharn. He did that right as caution flag waved last time by. Kind of same song, 2nd verse, and now he gets fed a right rear from Ryder McCutcheon in the wall. Tough break for the 7X. So we're going to move to single file restarts for the remainder of this main event for time's sake. Already 11:50 p.m., almost turning into a Saturday night finish here. Interesting cone placement down there, but we're going to throw him green no matter what. Here we go. Green flag in the air. Jesse Baker, he's the first one to hit it. Take a close eye. If you hit that cone, unfortunately, you're going to have to go to the rear. Everybody clean this time around, though. Aiden Saunders, he is under heavy fire now from the 20Z of the real deal Rick Zeal. Zeal out of Las Cruces, New Mexico. Now he has company as well. That's Helsel in the 8. Helsel's going to try to the bottom side. Not enough grip to make it wrap around as Aiden Saunders nearly gets into the back straightaway wall out of turn 2. That car's bucking and bouncing all over the place. That's going to allow the veteran Rick Zeal, who we saw upside down in heat race number 2, although he's very tight down there in 1 and 2 as well. And up front, it is all Grants, New Mexico's Jesse Baker. He just extends his lead now to 2.2 seconds to Rick Zeal. One more car slow down the back straightaway. That's Segala again, the 619. She gets it gathered up, but slides right in front of Jesse Baker. That is not what he wanted to see as he approaches lap traffic here. Turn 4, we got one around big time. That appears to be the 42. And it is. That is the Hal Burns Truck and Equipment. David Burns owned number 42 machine. Tough break for Caleb Seiss. So here we go. 17 in the books. Jesse Baker going to lead them to the green flag. Aiden Saunders rolls second. Rick Zeal second. His transponder fell off. So if you're following along on MRP, that is the reason why you're not seeing him. Second is Rick Zeal, though. the 8A of Saunders, and then the 8 of Helsel, third and fourth, and Wes Wofford in the USA 1, your top 5. Green flag back in the air. 5 to go here in this one. A couple cars clicking the cone there. We'll have to see what they say from the tower on that one. So far, we're going to remain green. Might have to have a couple going to the rear of this one if this is how they finish. 4 laps to go, though, for Jesse Baker in the Mesilla Valley Transportation, number 22, and Aiden Saunders. Now a heavy fire under him for the third position. Helsel, he's going to dive it down the inside. Slide job for third. Helsel trying to grab a little bit up top. Not going to do it this time by Saunders. Holds on, but he gets shown. Tops up here, bud. Jake Helsel, he moves around Saunders for the third position down the back straightaway. Those drivers trying all they can to finish this one out. Toothpick in the air, 2 laps to go for Grants, New Mexico's Jesse Baker. He's going to see Grandma's nice white linen in the air this time by just a quarter of the mile. Separates the 22 of Baker from his first career victory. Can he hold on? Through 3 out of 4 for the final time. Jesse Baker, welcome to victory lane with the 360 Wing Desert Series. Baker wins this one. Helsel, he's going to almost get to Rick Zeal for second. Rick, we got a pop of white smoke at the end of that one. He got second nonetheless, though. Barely made it across the line. Helsel third. Then it's Saunders and Wes Wofford rounding out your top 5. Ladies and gentlemen, how about that one? Your first career 360 Wing Desert Series victory for a driver that's been a part of it since the very beginning in 2021 out of Grants, New Mexico. In the Mesilla Valley, SoldFast.com, Budlong Racing Engines, Jackson Compaction, Ortega's Appliance, number 22. Put it together for Jesse Baker. He's out of Grants, New Mexico. First career win with the 360 Wing Desert Series. Give it up, Jesse Baker. That wing down chassis doing a magnificent job here on a very tricky racing surface at the Deuce Clubs Thunder Raceway. Jesse, you finally did it. After 4 years of trying for this moment right here, you get it done on Friday the 13th. How does it feel to finally get that big monkey off your back, buddy?
That's what it was. I mean, it just felt like the weight of the world. And, I mean, we should have had it last year here. Let's be honest. It didn't happen. But, God damn it, it happened tonight.
Jesse, I saw a little puff of smoke from the headers that you've been kind of dealing with all night. Did you see that in the car, and is that anything to be concerned about, or is that just something coming from the breather?
Just breather. The engine was a little cold, and when we took off, it just puffed some smoke out. I watched the oil pressure, and it was fine, and yeah.
I know a lot of people have helped get you here, including your dad, who's been a part of the sport for so long. Who would you like to thank for making this finally happen here tonight?
Yeah, I mean, especially my dad, his girlfriend, Debbie, our buddy Mitch is here helping tonight, and our sponsors, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Budlong Racing Engines, Jackson Compaction, so SoldFast.com. They're a realty group out of Phoenix, Arizona, so if you guys are in the market for a house or anything, look him up, and yeah.
There you guys have it. Jesse Baker, your winner tonight in round number 5.